What is up, everybody? How are you doing? It is your boy Emmanuel with an I, and I just did a live stream talking about Chester Bennington, but apparently the whole live stream did not go up. And I know that with this live stream, it can give great value to a lot of you if you do struggle with depression, low self esteem, and anxiety. But I want to make sure I got back at it, redid this live stream to help you out. Straight to the point. Today I figured out that Chester Bennington passed away. He was the head singer of Linkin Park. And throughout my whole entire childhood, Linkin Park has been such an impact in my life, such an impact in what like when I was going through depression and anxiety and low self-esteem for myself, I listened to music. And they were like an outlet or an escape from what's happening in reality. Chester said, I think a few years ago, that he's been struggling a lot with alcoholism and drugs. And, he had thoughts of suicide from, he was abused as a kid. And I'm really sad to see that, depression won. It's like, what? Like your mind is just like, there's no way. He's only 41 years old. Like, what? And that's why I really wanted to go live, because this channel is all about, I talk about depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem, and I want to help people that struggle with those things smile. Through my life, I've struggled with major depression since elementary school and all the way past college. I struggle with chronic anxiety, and I mean, a lot of people, including myself, majorly at one point struggle with low self-esteem. So last year in October 2016, my goal was to step out of my own comfort zone, put myself out there, and hopefully through putting myself out there, connect with other people like you if you struggle with these things and make you smile. Through connecting with other people, I continue to study and learn and help myself grow, but in the end, help you grow and help you smile. So, on this channel, I talk about depression and stuff, and I share my experiences, and I share life advice, and I give life advice, and I make you smile. So I'm going to give you 5 different tips that you can do to help with your depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem, because, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, a famous person passed away, so let's talk about depression since he clearly had depression. No, like, a lot of people suffer through this and they're not famous. A lot of people, it's just like a taboo subject that people aren't comfortable talking about. So I'm going to talk about it. It needs to be talked about, it needs to be addressed, and I'm going to be that voice for people that are scared to talk about it and are scared to open up, because it's hard. So the 5 things that you can do, I'll say few things. The first thing that you can do is every day when you wake up, every single day that you wake up, go to the mirror. After you're done turning off that dumb alarm, you're done turning, don't look at the notifications, don't look at, social media, go straight to the mirror and say 5 things that you are thankful for. 5. When you do that every single day, I guarantee your mindset starts to change. Focus on the positive. Now, when I say 5 things, you don't have to say huge, amazing things, right? Because when you're depressed, it's like, these are just small things, but they're not just small things. They add up. So some examples. I'm glad I have my hands. I can gesture to you how I'm feeling. I'm glad I have my teeth because I get to smile. Or I'm glad that I have clothes to wear or a bed to sleep in. Like, some people don't even have beds. I'm glad I have shoes, I'm glad I'm alive. Like, those are small to big things, and they all add up to a greater positive mindset. So every single day for 30 days, do it straight. It's hard as freaking heck it is to do that. 30 days straight, do that. And I guarantee your mindset will start changing. The second thing that I like to do is meditate. Now, meditating is very beneficial and helpful. I promise you. When you meditate, when you constantly are working on your mindset, when thoughts come into your head, especially if you have anxiety, you start to control them, because you start to take a deep breath. You say, man, hold on. My head's going crazy. Let me take a deep breath and be in the moment. Understand that everything's okay. That was in the past. I'm not in the future yet. The best moment is the present. So meditate. Do that like 3 days a week. You could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Do it for like 10 minutes each session. Just 10 minutes of your day. And I guarantee you, again, you'll start to see your mindset change when it comes to anxiety, depression, and self-esteem. The third thing I try to do, especially with depression, I try to focus on my triggers. Now, when I say focus on my triggers, I'm saying when you, for example, let's say that you're stressed out, right? Like you had a terrible work day or you got a terrible test grade and now you're depressed. But then when you're depressed, you start to pile on every single other thing that had nothing to do with why you originally became depressed. You start to pile it on yourself, the whole world. So instead, focus on your triggers. The reason why you're actually upset is because of the test that you just got back. All right? It's not because of all these other XYZ things. It's simply because of the test. So identify your triggers. Notice what they are. And then you can work on that. You can say, I'm not depressed because of everything else. I'm depressed about this one thing. I'm not going to let this one thing bother me. I want to end this video with 3 things. But before I end this video with 3 things, I do want to say this so that way you understand that I'm not speaking from a point of, like, I guess, ignorance or lack of experience. As I said earlier, you know, especially if you follow me on this channel, I have chronic depression and I have major depression, and I have chronic anxiety. And there are definitely some low points in my life where I didn't want to be here. I didn't see my purpose. No matter how many friends or, you know, family I had and people supporting me, I visually didn't see that because when you're depressed, again, you isolate yourself. You get that tunnel vision. And I've struggled with that, you know, all my life. I've gotten better, but, you know, it's been a struggle. During high school, like one moment, I'm not going to give all my moments away, but during high school, there was like a period of time I didn't speak. And I may have said this earlier, but my parents were like, what is going on? You're a bubbly person. Friends noticed. Everyone's like, something's wrong. I didn't speak to anybody. No sound came out of my mouth. And there are other major moments in my life where it was low, okay? So my goal is to help you if you struggle with depression, you know, and self-esteem and anxiety. If you struggle with those things, you know, Chester was going through that, and when you don't vocalize how you're feeling to somebody, man, if you don't seek out help, if you don't seek out advice, you don't seek out videos that are positive, you don't seek out anything, depression can win, and it can be drastic. You know, you can even start turning to drugs and alcohol and become an alcoholic, or, you know, abusing drugs, or even sex or gambling, like an addictive behavior. It's so much easier to get into that addictive behavior when you don't talk to somebody. So I want to make sure you understand that I really am serious and passionate about making you smile and helping you and me out through talking about this and through this YouTube channel. So 3 points. The one I just made, that this channel is all about making you smile. I have creative vlogs. I give motivational speaking, like life advice videos for myself and you. I provide, you know, just lots of cool, fun videos and advice that makes you smile in the end of the day. If I make you smile for like one moment out of my videos, I'm living a swagalicious life. All right, I'm feeling good. The second one is, if you struggle with depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem, and you feel isolated, and you feel alone, and you feel like nobody cares, yo, I care. You don't know me personally. Through this channel you can, but I care. All right, you're not alone. I am here for you. I'm going to make you smile, okay? That's my goal, all right? And if you feel like you don't love yourself, I love you, okay? You have one person in the world for sure on your side, no matter how low you feel, no matter how you feel about how you look, no matter how you feel about how you talk or walk, or how successful you are in life, whatever mental thing is holding you down and keeping you depressed, understand that I love you, man. You're special just the way you are. So Yeah, one person at least rooting for you. Okay, and the last thing I want to say is, man, Chester Bennington, man, that's hard, man. That's like my child. That's like my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, man, like breaking the habit. Numb, faint, crawling. I love this music, man. Giving up, man. It's hard to see anybody lose their life due to either substance abuse or depression. And I just want to say, Chester, man, I love your music. Like Linkin Park, I love your music. I love the impact that you've made to so many, like millions and millions and millions of people. I love the impact that has been made, man. And you've definitely made an impact in my life. And I really hope that you know that. There are so many fans out there. If you're a fan of Linkin Park, comment down below like your favorite song and just say R.I.P Chester. Comment down below your favorite song and say R.I.P Chester. That's all I'm asking. Show some love to Linkin Park. And to your family, Chester, I really do pray for your family, for comfort, your family and friends, comfort and peace during this really hard time. I'm going to end the video. And thank you so much for just watching. I wanted to share how I feel about what happened today. Because, it's not easy. And if you're a real fan of Linkin Park, or if you if you have depression, anxiety and low self-esteem, I just had to create this video, and hopefully you watch and you're impacted in a positive way because of it. Stay positive, okay? So it's time to end the video. As I always say, do you. Stay swagalicious. Stay swagalicious. And always keep smiling. Peace. Okay, well, I had to hit the button to end the video, but you get it. Peace. Keep smiling, y'all. I love y'all. Keep smiling.